Alright, in this mini lesson we're going to do motionGuide, which is something that could come in handy at some point. So practicing what I preach, I'm going to save this as, let's see, 005. It's a mini lesson, motionGuide. Okay, so now here's the way it works. I'm not going to do anything fancy, I'm just going to show you the bare minimum. So we need to convert this to a symbol, and I recently figured out that if you hit Fn on the Mac, on the Windows machine you just hit F8, but on the Mac machine you got to hit Fn first. So F8 then works. Otherwise F8 tries to change the brightness of the monitor or play music or something. So this will just be a box, and I'm going to put the registration point in the middle. That's kind of the center point or whatever. I don't know. We'll get more into that later, but that's what that is right there, that little plus sign. So you basically need a symbol, which we've done just now. And I'm going to go ahead and name this layer box, even though I don't have to. But I'm going to right click and say, let's see. Why is it not saying Add Classic Motion Guide? There it is. I don't know why it wasn't allowing me to do that. Maybe I didn't have it selected. No? Maybe if I do have it selected. I don't know why it was doing that. But anyways, now it's available. Add Classic Motion Guide. So now you can see it made this layer above it with a little icon, and this is kind of indented. So it sort of belongs under that now. So let's go. Let's basically on the guide layer, we're going to show what path we want. So let's say we make a line, and then I'm going to bend it, and now I grab this, and you'll notice as you get close here, when you get the registration point close to the line, it kind of snaps to it. That's supposed to happen. So now we'll go out here, and let's say out here at 80 frames, I'm going to hit Fn, F7. Also, you could have right-clicked and said Insert Keyframe, but I try to use both hands when I'm working. And then just right-click and say Create Classic Tween. Actually, something didn't work there. Let's see. Did I hit F7 or? Yeah, I hit F7. I should have hit F6. Takes me some time to get used to this. I'm used to Windows machine, and I just hit F6 and F7. I should have remembered as a blank keyframe. So we need actual substance. That's why it gave us that dotted line a moment ago, was because there was nothing there. It was a blank keyframe. So now our motion guide is no longer there unless we click right here and hit F5, but on the Mac it's got to be function F5. So now we can see it, and so we have point A, point B. We got to tell it to create a classic tween in between point A and point B, and then we can go to the point B and tell it, okay, we want you to actually be over here. And notice I can drag it along that line, and it sort of hangs on as long as I'm close. But basically, it's going to now, if you hit Command Enter, it will follow that line. So that's a good thing to know. You can also change other things about it. Like if I go to point B, I don't have to go to the end of the line too. I could stop right here. That's just fine. I could also do Option Command S. I can make it twice as big. I could rotate it maybe 45 degrees. So now when we play it, it's going to do that. And the purpose of this video isn't to talk about all the properties, but you can do all kinds of stuff. Like over here under Style, you could say Alpha. And now notice it's down to 50% because that's where I changed it, how I had it before. And so now it will do all those things. It'll motion tween it along that guide. It will alpha down and rotate and scale it. And that's the basic idea of. And you could actually extrapolate this. You could go further. You could do what? Function F7. Nope. F6. Did it again. Create classic tween. I could go, I got to do F5, function F5, and I could have it go back to there. So let's see what that does. And there's other things, as I may have mentioned in another video. Here, let me make this. I'm going to make this scoot out to the right by selecting a block like that and hit FN F5. In other words, I could right-click and say Insert Frame. Same thing. So I'm just giving it more time to do its thing. And maybe I want, in between point A and point B, maybe I want it to, where is it, easing? Yeah, so I'll make that do easing like that, and let's just see the effect. So it's going fast, and then it slows down, and then it comes back. And I think I'd like to do the easing in the other direction as well. I kind of like that. So let's try positive. I think that'll do it. Or actually, it should probably be negative. Yeah, because see, it went fast. So I'll do negative instead. And then it'll speed up. So it looked like gravity's kind of accelerating it. Comes to a stop, and then it comes back. It's pretty cool. So that was a little more than I intended to show. I was basically, these mini lessons, I just want to show the bare minimum, what it takes to accomplish a simple task like that. So that's motionGuide. Let's hit Command S to save it.